We'll have to tell you, I do not appreciate having to follow a speech teacher and a drama teacher. I'm not a speaker. And I'm sorry, I do have to just tell one quick Jim Boyd story. This is, Nita and I had such great times and memories of y'all, but one day when I was director of admissions, Dr. Boyd called me and he said, hey, it was about this time of year, it was a real beautiful day, and he said, let's go to the baseball game. The Rangers are playing this afternoon at 3. And I said, well, let me ask the boss. And he said, hell, I'm the boss. I said, what time do we leave? Listen, it's, Brent told me I had to have something written down and so I wrote something down about Keith Loftis, and I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to speak from the heart about one of our great students that we're very, very proud of, and we're so happy he could be here with us from Brooklyn. And now that he's won that prize, I don't have to worry about paying him anything. Okay, the written part is Keith Loftis. He attended and graduated from Booker T. Washington, the High School for the Performing and Visual Arts in Dallas, Texas in 1989, I think is correct. He has his Bachelor of Fine Arts from the New School in New York City, which is a very esteemed music and fine arts school, and has his master's degree from New York University. Keith is a saxophonist, and he received a scholarship to attend Weatherford College on the music scholarship in the fall of '89, along with pianist Fred Sanders and fellow saxophonist Keith Anderson, all from Booker T. Washington. They became an integral part of the music program that gained recognition in performance and competition. He received the IAJE, that's International Association of Jazz Educators, Outstanding Musicianship and Soloist Award in 1991 at the Clark Terry Jazz Camp held in Iowa. And he received the Outstanding Musician and Soloist Award at the Wichita Jazz Festival in 1992. And this was all while he was at Weatherford College. And I'll have to, I love it. Of course, Tom had the group at this time, Tom Birchhill, but he, was it that year that y'all won over North Texas? And I enjoyed my alma mater getting beat out by Weatherford College.
I enjoyed it.
And okay, Keith has been on 2 Grammy-winning recordings, both with the late trumpeter star Roy Hargrove, also one of his classmates from Booker T. Washington. And Roy used to come to Weatherford College. He would have liked to come to Weatherford College, I believe, with all his friends, but he already had open doors for him, and we were very happy that he had that. We hate to lose him, though. Through talent and hard work, Keith has worked with many great and famous musicians and traveled around the globe, and we're very proud to know that he is a Weatherford College Alumnus of the Year 2019. Now, about Keith Loftis. When I went over to Booker T. Washington to recruit students for the band, at that time, the band, starting about 1985, the band had developed and grown and really started being good and exceptionally good. And so the excellence that we look for, when I went there to Booker T. Washington, here were these players. At that time I didn't know them, but I think it was Bart Morantz, the director, introduced me to them, and I could tell right away, these are students that you want. These are the kind of students that elevate programs. These are the kind of students that there's more than just the ability to play an instrument. There's a character there. And Carolyn, his mother, a lot of what happens comes from a family. I'm sorry, but this is very emotional. But that family is very important. And the point I want to make is we developed a family with the band, actually. If anybody got out of line, one of these people straightened it out. I didn't have to do it. They did it. Because it was at such a level where this family member is going to get in line or he's going to get out. And so when you have that and you expect the excellence that was accomplished, when I had the band and later with Tom Burchill, we were very, very blessed to have that kind of musicianship at this school. Weatherford College right now is working towards excellence in a lot of different ways. You've heard about the Steinway event, and we hope that happens, but what really happens, it doesn't matter what piano you have or in instrument, it's the people that play those instruments. And so we're very proud that we have Keith, and we're looking forward to more students of this caliber. And right now, I'd like to bring up Mr. Keith Loftis.
Wow. My mom and I were driving up today and pulled up, and I was like, Mom, I have no idea where we are. It's like, so much has changed over the years, but it's such a beautiful sight to see. And I'm glad to be back here with family, as Duane just said, because Weatherford College was truly, and is, part of my family. I was blessed with an amazing, loving, and caring family and supportive family. My mom and my brother and sister, they nurtured us and let us decide what we wanted to do. And I chose music for my brother. That's how it started, because my brother Terry had a trumpet and I wanted something. So I told my mom, hey, I think I want to play the saxophone. She was like, okay, so I got a saxophone and practice a lot. The neighbors. A friend of mine last year, I saw him on my mom's block. He said, man, everyone knew when you were practicing. And hours and hours and hours.
I thought we were going to have to move.
But my journey, as Duane said, actually it was while in high school. Keith Anderson, my good friend and saxophonist, Duane, Weatherford needed 2 saxophonists to go to the IAJE, yes, the National Jazz Convention in San Diego. So they pulled in Keith and I, and that was a great opportunity to be a senior in high school and travel. Actually, that's my first time on a plane to San Diego to play with Weatherford, the college's big band. And that was pretty amazing. And then I started later that year. But as we've all said here today, what really touched me by being here, of course, the instructors, the professors, is the family that continues to be here at Weatherford College. And I have so many stories. I wish I could tell them all, but it's truly, I'm honored to receive this award, because Duane called me like, I think it was 3 weeks ago, say, hey, you've been awarded. I was like, really? So, okay. But it is truly a blessing and an honor for me to be able to come home and receive this award. And I want to thank, first of all, I have to thank Mrs. Crenshaw. I'm not sure if you guys know her. She was a big jazz person here in the Fort Worth and Dallas area. If it wasn't for her and Duane, I wouldn't be here.
Amen.
Because they came, as Duane said, and they recruited Ashley, me, Keith Anderson, and I think a few more people, because when we all got here, it was about 7 of us from high school. It was Keith Anderson, Fred Sanders, Whitney Russell was already here, Brian Fisher was here, Michael Alden was here, Jeff Friedman was, so it was like amazing. It was like the high school band, like we all went to college here. So. And boy, did we have a good time. There's one story. I remember when Tom Burchill took over the band, and on his first day, he had to go to the president of the school because we kind of had a little party in my dorm room, and Gus, the security guy, walks in my room, and there's beer everywhere. And, I was like, so the first day of Tom's job, he has to get us out of trouble, but that was about the only time. But because my time here at Weatherford College was really spent practicing. That was what I did. Most of us, we did a lot of practicing, and for the band to get to the level that it did and to win those awards that we did was truly amazing. And I'd like to thank former President Brett, Duane, my mom. It is truly an honor to be here and celebrate with you guys. So I want to thank you guys, and thank you.